Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Learn. I'm your Excel instructor. Guys, today we'll be covering VBA, some alternative to if else if statement. So, this we have already covered. Let me show you faster. This VBA IIF, VBA immediate if we are going to cover today, which is an alternative to else if statement. So else if statement we have covered, and this is the example which we have shown you how we can handle nested if in VBA. So today in this session, especially we have designed for you this immediate if, which actually helps you understand without even getting into more about logical things, how you can perform your task in minimal time. So let me tell you another alternative, which is an alternative to VBA IF as well as VBA if else statement. That's called select case method, which is amazing. So today I'll show you some examples of select case and immediate if. So we'll perform the same example, but today we'll be covering immediate if and this select case. So you can call VBA IIF function or VBA immediate if function, and this is called select case method. So let me tell you something about that. Guys, you must be knowing the way we handle our nested if functions in Excel. This is exactly same way. So you will realize that how Excel is very important for you to learn before you get into VBA. If you know Excel very well, so half of the VBA you can do it without worrying about logic or something. So now let me walk you through what else we covered in VBA when we talk about if else if. You read this little bit, it can help you understand or maybe refresh you your little what we have covered, that the else if condition, it actually works on the base of some logical things. If conditions are met, it gives the value of true result. If condition is not met, then it gives the value of false. So now let me show you an example of this enumerative and select case. Let me jump to my Excel file, guys, and show you that example. Let me remove everything, guys, or maybe let me remove the color from this. So today I'll show you how you can achieve this without effortlessly. So today you will achieve this effortlessly, and this is again will remain same. And today we have to achieve this through different function. Guys, let me tell you something first. If you have to achieve something, when we talk about VBA if, the best way I tell you, you have to apply that function in Excel only. So how will you apply that in Excel only? So the way you write your formula, if this greater than 90, then you are telling excellent, excellent. You will realize after we have written this formula, the exact formula will put in VBA, and then you see that whatever we have covered, everything has a connection to all the syllabus which we have covered simultaneously, you know in one go. So now you understand, we have covered else if statement. Now you can cover this also, so you can relate the one which we have learned earlier, if else if statement, with multiple else if. And after you learn this, you will see that this one is better than and after you are done with that, the third one you will say that that one is best of all. Let's get started, guys. So if B2 is greater than 90, you are telling excellent. Now, now you tell me, if this is greater than 80, what you will tell? Of course, great. All right. Now you tell, if this, see, now understand that the way we are putting the condition, is it really good, guys? We are just putting all the value. This is actually the way people do that. But now understand, you have to see the argument. First you see that if B2 greater than 90, excellent, comma, see the argument below. If value if false, now again you have to use again with if. All right, if this greater than 80, what you want to give? Great. So before you apply any formula, you have to be very careful. Again you have to apply another if, nested if. So now you are telling greater than 90 excellent is covered, greater than 80 great is covered. Now you're telling if this greater than 70, what is covered now? Good. So if greater than 70, what is covered now? Good. Now, now you will tell again you apply if this greater than 50. So you mean greater than 70 when it is, when good is found, it will come out of that. In case if it is 51, and of course below 70 it will search, 50 to 70, then you are giving need improvement, need improvement. All right, after you have covered all the scenarios, excellent, great, good, need improvement, and the rest, if something is not there, you are giving false. You can see that false value is on the top is highlighted, so you can see that fail. So now you can put all the brackets. So guys, understand now this is the function which is correct. All right, see greater than 90 excellent, greater than 80 great. You can see that first you check 86, this is of course great. And if you see greater than 50, below 70, so 51 of course need improvement, and need improvement, and where is fail, of course this guy is fail. So this is the formula. Now you guys copy this formula. I need your attention guys, we are doing nested if. So now I'm going there, developer tab. So let me put control R and put take another module and sub uh, nested if function, and you can start this way. You just you just paste your function there. All right, so now we have to do again dim marks as integer. All right, as we have already discussed about it, what is the why marks is integer? Because marks is less than 100 over there, or maybe it cannot be more than 32,767, which is the limit of integer. All right, so now let me show you that also in our over there. You can see 32,767 is the limit of integer. Only integer value can hold this much data, 32,767. So let me go back to my immediate function, and now you see dim marks as integer. So dim I as integer, because I have the last row up to 20th. For I equal to, this is the for row which we have already covered. For I equal to 2 2, you can just hard code that 20 for the time being. Next I. So guys, this is the scenario. For I equal to 2 to 20, next I. So now what actually we are doing? We are taking first marks value guys. All right, what is marks? The marks, you can say that range which is located in B column. So you can concatenate I to B dot value. So now if you run the loop guys, if you run the loop by pressing F8, you can see guys what is my marks. You can hover over this mark 67. Once you again start that loop, you see that 61. So guys, I am running the loop step by step. I'm not running in a faster mode, else the result will get nothing. See that I'm running the code, but nothing is happening, right? If you see that code is actually running, you see that it is running, it is just covering when until 20 is met. All right, so now we have to check the condition here, and where we want our output to be sprayed, just you control C and put the data over there, because our output should be populated in C column, right? And then you can see later how we can do that. This article, this entire things. So guys, nothing to it, just copy this and just copy this, and here you can write range C ampersand I dot value equal to. So here you can just paste your formula. It will give an error. It will give an error. But if you write IIF and IIF, so that if has to be replaced with IIF. All right. So now you see there is no error now, but now the formula is still incorrect. What you're supposed to do, that marks in this in the formula, that B2 was the cell, B3 was the cell, B4 was the cell, and so on. Here, what is B2? B2 is nothing but marks, the variable. Guys, understand, algebra is the most used in our coding, where We are using variables, we are storing values, and we have to consider the data type. If we are declaring kind of value, or maybe something which is holding a value, we have to understand that is it really bigger than our capacity, or integer, or long, what is byte, and so on, that we have discussed already. But please refresh that and then you get into the coding. It is very easy. Then now you see that we are just replacing b2 with our marks. I'm just showing you we can replace with control h also. Now if you run the code, you can see that it works. It works. How easy is that, guys? All right, I hope you found this useful. So now you see, this is the code, guys, we have written. We did nothing, just the code we have written. Excel formula in Excel, that same function we have replaced over here, with this IIF, and that b2 has been replaced with marks, because b2 was the value. Once you drag the formula, b2 goes b3, b4, b5, b6, and so on. Over here marks is the variable, which is changing the value once the loop is over. Now you see, if I just run for the first time, you can see that press F8. What is my marks? 67. So you can see 67 everywhere. 67. So is 67 greater than 90? No. Is 67 greater than 80? No. Is 67 greater than 70? No. So if it is no, then it is giving need improvement. Why need improvement? Because see, if marks greater than 70, then it is getting us good. So 67 of course is less than 70. So now if it comes to this area, it is giving need improvement. All right. So you know that if greater than 50, it means less than 50, everybody will get fail. Less than 50. Now you see, this is how the code works. And I hope you found this useful. This is one of my favorite functions, guys. Please use it once you have, to practice on this. And let me just put that formula here and highlight this formula for you. Control B. So guys, this is the formula we have written. Immediate if, you can call it, or exactly the same function we have applied in the Excel. And you can do your VBA coding this way. If you have kind of multiple rows, you will connect later. They're all basics everybody has to know. When you are getting into a coding, they're all logical decision you are making, across all the conditions you have. So this is just one formula written in just one line, where you don't need to remember all nested if things. So just master your Excel functions. Whatever we have covered in our series or sessions, which I have given by now, you have to just go and visit all the videos. You will see the difference, why we are learning this. So it is very much required when you connect, kind of a database, when you make some decisions. So all these functions, all basics will be required there. So let me jump now to next exercise, where I can get you some example about select case, guys. So select case is the one which can also be your favorite. Let me show you that example. Let me put that border, Alt HBA. So Alt HBA is the shortcut, keyboard shortcut to apply border across the selected area. If I select this, Alt HBA, so Alt HBA is selected. All right. So now let me do Control Z. So now we have to do this task. How we can do that? Let me jump to my developer, and now this is the example we have written. Control R. Let me take new module to help you understand better. Sub select case. All right. So now understand this. You know the same criteria we're going to use there. Let me copy that criteria. Control C, and we can put here. See guys, if you have to comment all these things, you have to go to view, you have to go to toolbar, you have to go to edit. This this kind of edit dialog box will come. You can just park this, you can just park this here to the right, and this is the comment. You can say that, and this is uncomment. You know the bunch of set or the multiple lines, you select everything and you just see that comment block. Immediately all the lines will be commented. If you have to uncomment everything, you have to click on this. All right, and now just comment this. So guys, understand, we have to comment this way, and we should know how we can uncomment this way. Again, you have to go to view, you have to go to toolbar, you have to click on edit if this area is not there. All right, let's get started. The select case method. So now what is the requirement of select case? Again you have to find out dim marks as integer. All right, dim marks as integer, guys. So now again you're telling for I equal to 2 to 20, next I. So that loop is required, guys. All right, dim marks is integer. So what is your marks? Marks equal to range b ampersand I dot value. So now you have to write your, select case method. Understand, guys, select case. Let me take you to the PPT also, or to understand. So now it is clear, guys. VBA alternative if else statement. See, I really want you to read all these things, whatever is written here, so that you will understand expression, true part, false part. This is exactly same the replica of Excel if function we have. So I hope this is clear to you. Please practice. Now let me go back to my select case method. In VBA, select case statement is again an alternative to if then statement. It is most preferred when logical tests are checked on the basis of multiple conditions. Select case is useful when you have 3 or more conditions which you want to check. So guys, which you want to check multiple condition, then this formula or this function of VBA select case is very much useful. And again, it is an alternative to if else if statement along with VBA IIF. So guys, understand this select case text expression, case expression, and case else and everything. I know unless we do by ourselves, we cannot make out what the expression is telling you, but you know that select case and with and select. Always remember when you have something, anything, when you don't remember or when you don't know what actually the image is telling you, you just have some image in your mind, what actually the image is telling you about it. So you can have some clarity once you have the person who can get your doubt cleared. So now let me just go back to my Excel file and show you what we are doing here. Select case marks. All right, now you are telling case, select case marks. Guys, marks is my condition. Okay, case. So you can say that case is when you talk about operator in select case, always use select case, case with is, case is greater than 90. If case greater than 90, then what you want to give? Select case marks. Case is 90. So let me tell you that you go to your Excel file statement. All right. So now understand that select case marks. Case is 90, and then you have to close this and select. All right. You know what is that? When case is 90, you want to give range. C ampersand I dot value equal to excellent. Excellent. All right, guys. So what is happening? Select case ends with and select. So now whatever condition you have, you can write all the conditions. Control C, and you can write one by one like that. All right. I'm just helping you to understand this. So case greater than 80, you are telling here great. So you are telling great. Now if it is greater than 70, you are telling good. I hope you are getting and following me. Good. When case is greater than 50, it should be need improvement. Need improvement. I know you must be thinking this is you know this is long, but I'll tell you some scenario after this, then your impression will be changed about this function. And this is again one of my favorite functions, guys. So now you can write case else, then you can make these guys fail. Control C. So this is fail. Now you just see this formula once. Select case we are using, and this is amazing, guys. Select case always ends with and select. All right, the way, you know, if condition, when you apply if this equal to this, that again, if that function is written in one line, and if is not required. Otherwise we have to add and if also. I'll show you one more example after this for if else statement for single line. So now you just run this scenario, the result you are getting. All right, need improvement, fail, and everything. All right, this is how you can write your function, guys. I hope it is clear to you. Let me show you one more example. Select case, one single line item. All right, so maybe let me copy this line, Control C, and then let me go to another module, guys. Whatever I'm doing, only to help you understand. So that's why I'm creating all the separate modules so that it will not confuse you. So now I have to put only one condition or two condition. If someone's score is greater than 90, I'm telling them great or good to go. Great, okay, great. If if else, or maybe if greater than 90, I'm telling great. Else I'm telling need improvement. Need improvement, guys. Only two condition I'm putting. Okay, let's get started. So now how will you do that? As you know, we are using for loop here. So you can just Control X. You can just, guys, you have to be very careful when you write such kind of functions. For I loop, always it has to be closed with next I. Marks, you have to write in a very professional way so that once somebody reads your code, he will not get confused to see that. So it should not be hodgepodge. When you write some code, you have to write this way. This is loop or whatever. So you have to comment your code above that so that user or whoever is visiting your code has to understand without even bothering you. So guys, be careful. Coding is very much useful, but it has to be written in a very professional manner. So now you see marks. What is my marks, guys? If you run the loop, it is 67. Over here I'm just giving two conditions. If marks greater than 90, then you can just write then range c ampersand I dot value equal to excellent. Okay, else range c ampersand I dot value equal to need improvement. Guys, this formula is over now. So when you are writing if else condition in one statement, then and if is not required. So now if you write the same syntax, you can just see that it is working. Now see, it is not working, guys. You know why? Because now now see that what we have to do in this function. You can write over there first sub single line code. Okay, so let's see that what we have done in this formula. For and sub is there, no? That's why and sub you have to write Control X. It has to be at the end. Now this and if is also not required. Now you see this function, guys. This is very correct. Very. This is absolutely correct function. Now you see we are getting this result. Okay, as I mentioned, for I has to be closed with I, and sub and sub. In between, we have to write this function. See once again this function. This is just one line of code. So now see that this is one line of code, and so that you will not get confused, let me write this in multiple lines, the same function. Let me copy that, and let me put that, and let me put second. But now I'm just changing some. If this function I'm changing, as you know, The first one we don't need and if. The first line is fine, but over here I'm breaking this line, then I'm breaking this way, else I'm breaking this way, and I'm breaking this way. Now we need and if. Guys, understand, when if else statement is written in more than one line, we need and if. Always remember, guys, always remember. Okay, so the same line is written in just one line. If you break that line or more than one line, it has to be closed with and if. So now you see, if I run this code, it will also give me the correct result. I'm putting my cursor, guys, and then pressing this button, or either you press F5. So it is also working. I'm removing this, and now you can run the first also. I'm putting my cursor here. Okay, and now I'm pressing F5, so it is also working. So both the ways you can run your code, guys. All right, I hope you found this useful. But now let me tell you one more example of select case. So Control R, let me go to my select case. Let me copy this entire code now again, and let me take you. I'm just putting my enter, and now see, I can write another module in the same module. Okay, I can write another, you can write subroutine in the same module. You can tell that way also. It's up to you, but people will understand, or coders will understand you. And you know what we are doing here? So now condition we have to change, since we are going to use select case marks condition. So now we are changing the condition, guys. What is the condition here? I'm telling that whomsoever score is 20 to 30, I'm just telling them best. I know this is the scenario, but you never know. This is actually how this select case function can handle such kind of scenarios also. But there are places where you have to use multiple conditions. All right, you're telling 20-30 is best. Again, you are telling 60 to 80 is also best. Okay, there are two scenarios. Maybe you're telling you know 90 to 100 is also best. Okay, okay, so guys, when we have the same function, it gives an error, but that's why I have changed the name. It was we just copied this code down, but it was telling some ambiguity or something, so I changed the name. So now let me go back there. I'm telling this is also best. So how you will put all the criteria in the code? So you can just write this code this way. Select case. So you can write case 20 to 30, 20 to 30, comma 60 to 80, comma 90 to 100. All right. Now, if you can write such kind of case, I'm putting excellent. Case else. Case else, I'm writing Control C. I'm putting waste. W-A-S-T, waste. But now this function is complete, guys. All right. This is my function. So this small VBA coding, we have added in our Excel session just to help you understand what VBA can play, good role in your day-to-day office life. So you have to be very careful when you make some logical decisions. Now let me run this code. Press F8 step by step. Now you see that excellent. If you run this faster, guys, now tell me one thing. 20 to 30, we are telling okay. Just make 21 over there, and then you check the code again. Press F5. We have put 21. It is telling excellent. You can see that 20 to 30, it comes in excellent. 60 to 80, guys. So 61 is it. 80, 80, 80, you can see that 79 is there somewhere. You make 79 this and check the result again. So 79 is also excellent. All right. 90 to 100. So above 90, of course, is excellent. See, excellent. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Now, guys, what is waste? So first you check that Control Shift L, sorry, Control Z. So Control Shift L and then check the waste here. So now you see 86 of course is not here. That's why it is waste. 87 is also not there. 34 is also not there. 52 is also not there. 51 is also not there. 83 is not there. 53 is not there. This code is perfectly fine, guys. You know, if I add one more criteria, 52, 52, there are three things. 1, 2, 3. There are three items which comes 50 to 60. All right, three items. Yes. So now you see all 50 series also will be excellent. All right, Control Z, Control Shift L. Again, you run the code. So now you check all 50 will be now 53, 52, 51. Excellent, guys. This is super function. So you know now the powerful, how powerful this function is. And it's just, you know, two criteria I add, greater than 90, you know, this criteria also. There are, you know, lots of things which you can explore by yourself, but I just wanted to cover this, you know, purposely so that you know, my viewer can see the videos and understand that, you know, how these functions are, you know, amazing. VBA select case function. I'm telling you today, you will love this function. Okay, and this is clear, and this also is clear. VBA IIF is clear. They are all alternative to if else if statement, and this is the example we have covered, and this is the, you know, statement. You can see once again, if else if, and then expression else if else and statement, and now this is all we have covered. So guys, thank you very much for watching my series. I hope you will enjoy the sessions and keep on practicing.